Hello again, or hello for the first time. Today I'm in Baldwinsville, New York, because the Seneca Chief is back. This is its Back to Buffalo tour. It is going back to Buffalo. We went and saw this last summer. We'll leave a link to that video at the end of this one. I just think it's cool that it's coming back on through. Get to see it again. I'm excited to be back aboard. They're having a whole welcome ceremony here in a little bit in Beeville. I have no idea what that involves, but I'm excited to see it. So let's say hello to the Seneca Chief again and check this place out. Now this is a reproduction of the original canal boat from 1825. We'll go on in a little bit, but it's a little early yet. I'm dying to get aboard. It's so pretty. We have some footage of its arrival, which I'll show to you now.
By the way, my name is Brian Trejak. I'm the director of the Buffalo Maritime Center. Thank you, Baldwinsville, for having us back. We're very excited. I'm excited that you're excited. This is great. So if you would just kind of crowd in around here, let's make it a huge crowd, and we're gonna get going here. I'm gonna turn it over to Erin.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming out today. I'm gonna thank all of you for bringing the lovely weather. We've had a little rain here and there today, but we've been lucky enough to have the sunshine for the parts that matter. My name is Erin Cassidy. I am the Marketing and Outreach Coordinator with the Baldwinsville Public Library. We are so pleased to be the Baldwinsville side coordinator for this event. The Buffalo Maritime Center brings so much value to the community, and we're excited to get you on the boat. But first, we're going to hear from just a few speakers. So the first is Baldwinsville Fire District Chief Derek Natoli. He is, let's say, great community event. Depend on dedicated public servants who help keep residents and visitors safe. The arrival of the Seneca Chief provides an opportunity to celebrate not only our history, but also the people who serve our community every day. Please join me in welcoming the Chief of the Baldwinsville Fire District, Chief Natoli.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Northwest Fire District and the Baldwinsville Fire Department. It's a pleasure to welcome the Seneca Chief. And the lasting legacy that the Erie Canal is to this community. The Erie Canal is often remembered as one of the greatest engineering achievements in American history. It's transformed the New York connecting markets, helping build communities across the state, but perhaps as the greatest achievement was something giving simpler. It brought people together. The canal connected communities that might have never worked together otherwise. It created partnerships, encouraged cooperation, and shows what can be accomplished when we unite around a common goal. That lesson is just as important today. In the fire service, we know that no department can succeed alone. It takes all the community partners, both law enforcement, government agencies, to work together to create the common goal of serving the public. The Seneca Chief is more than a replica of a historic vessel. It's a symbol that we can happen when people share a vision and work together to achieve. The same spirit that built the Erie Canal lives today in our organizations, our neighborhood, and the partnerships that we serve others. As we gather here today, let's celebrate not only the history of the canal, but the spirit of unity it represents. May we continue to build connections, strengthen partnerships, and work together for future generations. Thank you, everybody.
The next person I would like to invite to speak is the President of the Chamber of Commerce, Melanie Randolph. Today's visit to the Seneca Chief highlights the rich history, vibrant businesses, and strong community spirit that makes Baldwinsville a special place to live and work and visit. Helping to promote and strengthen those connections every day is a dedicated community leader and champion for local businesses. Please welcome the Executive Director of the Baldwinsville Chamber of Commerce, Melanie Randall.
Actually, I'm the president. Mary Ann is our executive director, but that's okay. She has the paid position. And she earns every penny of it. So thank you, Aaron. Thank you to Brian and everybody that took me on my boat ride this morning. It was wonderful. And today we're talking about Baldwinsville and the Erie Canal and Lock 24. It's so much part of our history. It brought people together. We're honoring our past, and we're still building our future here in Baldwinsville. So more than 200 years ago, determination, hard work, and a shared vision came together and made what they call the gateway to the West. And they included our little village in it, in Baldwinsville, New York. So Baldwinsville and Lock 24, it was a gathering place, it was a point of connection, it was a symbol of progress, and it helped move people towards new opportunities. And we, as the Chamber of Commerce, we like to try to do that also. So relationships were formed, local businesses grew because of the lock, and also the economy grew, and more importantly, a sense of community grew. And we're still doing that today in Baldwinsville, with Aaron getting us all out here, Brian bringing it out. That lesson is just so relevant today still about our community growth. So one of our greatest strengths has always been the ability for all of us to work together. We have businesses, we have government, we have our mayor here today, we have our chief of the fire department here today, we have volunteer organizations in the chambers, we have individual members, and we have local businesses, we have community members, we have churches. And our greatest strength in the chamber is the ability to work together. These are our neighbors, these are our volunteers, these are our local businesses. These are your neighbors, your volunteers, and your local businesses. And we're sharing ideas to make a common goal and to make a stronger community. We're understanding where we came from, and we're learning from it to see where we want to bring Baldwinsville, where we're going to head, where we're going to go. We have determination, resilience, and faith in the future, and that's exactly what the people that built the original Erie Canal had. So today, the challenges they face, they're pretty much the same challenges we face today in Baldwinsville. We need to keep investing in our school districts. We need to support our local businesses. We need to preserve our history, and we need to make opportunities for our future generations. We need to do this, and just like the builders of the Erie Canal, they had hard work. They believed in innovation. They believed in cooperation, and those values are so important today still. So Lock 24, it stands as a reminder of our history, and we were part of American history, a large part, in Baldwinsville, and it reminds us that our past provides the foundation on which we can all build Baldwinsville's future. So let's celebrate the people. Let's celebrate the people who built it, the communities it connected together, and the future that it's helping us to establish. May we continue to honor the legacy of them by strengthening our own community, supporting one another, and working together to build the future worthy of the inheritance that we have achieved and accepted. Thank you.
Please welcome the Town of Van Buren Supervisor, Wendy Vanderwater.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Erin, so much for putting this event together. I'm so honored to be speaking before everyone today. And a big welcome back to the Seneca Chief. It was wonderful on the boat ride today with Melanie. We had a really good time, and the weather somewhat cooperated, but it was good. So I want to give a big shout out to my town historian, Steve McMahon, for helping me put together these words today. I'm going to discuss a little bit about the early history of the village of Baldwinsville as well as the Seneca River. The history of Baldwinsville has always been a story about water and its power to transform. Water is life. We know its power in many forms: waterfalls, rain, mists and streams, rivers, oceans. You may recognize these words that come before all else from the Haudenosaunee Thanksgiving address, who were the indigenous people. Long before Western Europeans came here, the Haudenosaunee showed the Seneca River and fished its waters. Before the river was dammed, settlers forded it here at McCary's Rifts, named for our first settler. Long before that, the indigenous people called them stones in the water. They built stonefish weirs in the shallows and lived in two villages on opposite sides of the river west of here, in what is now known as the towns of Lysander and the town of Van Buren. When the American Revolution ended, before either town existed, this land was part of the military tract. It covered much of the land south and west of Seneca and Oswego rivers. The state randomly awarded each Revolutionary War veteran with a 600-acre plot of land. Very few actually settled on the land because it was heavily forested wilderness, unsuitable for farming, and hard to reach. Speculators bought and sold the land to others who were willing to make the difficult journey here, largely from New England. People followed the water to get here. Many traveled west on the Mohawk River to Onondaga Lake and the Seneca River. By 1794, Onondaga County was formed, including the towns of Lysander and Camillus, separated by the Seneca River. Once settlers cleared the land for farming, they needed grist mills to grind their grain into flour. The closest one was in Camillus, a half-day's ride away. They sought someone with the means and experience to build a grist mill here. Jonas Baldwin was a wealthy farmer living on Onondaga Hill. He had worked for the Western Inland Lock Navigation Company when it built a canal on the Mohawk River at Little Falls. Settlers persuaded Baldwin to come here. In 1808, he dammed the Seneca River, using the water to power a grist mill, probably much like the one that became the Red Mill Inn. Now our oldest building, John McCary, built it some 200 years ago. In 1809, Jonas Baldwin dug a canal and installed locks for boats to get around the dam, which also flooded the rifts. Thanks to his dam and canal, boats now could travel all the way to Finger Lakes without ever having to portage around the rapids. Once again, people followed the water. In 1819, the Erie Canal's middle division opened. The center of gravity soon shifted south from Baldwinsville to the canal hamlet in Canton, now known as Memphis. In 1825, people could travel the entire length of the canal from Albany to Buffalo. Once again, people followed the water. But the canal eclipsed the Seneca River that powered Baldwinsville Mill. Canal ports like Canton grew so fast that new towns were added to accommodate the population growth. So, in 1829, the town of Van Buren was formed from the northern half of the town of Camillus. Then, in 1848, the Syracuse and Oswego Railroad helped revive Baldwinsville and its mills by connecting it to the rest of the state. But when the railroads threatened to monopolize shipping, the barge canal system was born. Lock 24 was the first to open right here on Seneca River. Now recreational, it no longer powers mills or moves many goods, but people still follow the water, and so it is that the history of Baldwinsville will always be a story about water and its power to transform. Thank you so much.
A leader dedicated to preserving our heritage while building our future, the mayor of the village of Baldwinsville, Bruce Stebbins.
I'm not used to using a mic. I'm impressed with all the history that's just been presented to us by the first three speakers. I spent 4 years studying early American history. I'm not going to talk about history at all. I want to welcome you to the village of Baldwinsville, to Paper Mill Island, to the bustling riverfront community that our community is, and to the second busiest lock in the state of New York. Brian and crew, it's great to hear you back again. I rode with him in the fall, chose not to do it again. I'm afraid I'd end up in the drink. But the important thing is that Baldwinsville, as Wendy pointed out, is a community built on a river running through it. I could steal somebody else's words. It's provided the industry upon which we're built. It provides the recreation upon which we still survive. Soon there will be a concert going on behind you. Just want to say welcome, enjoy the tour, and have a good time. Thank you.
It is so good to be back in Baldwinsville, and we're really excited that you brought a band this time. You know, I mean, last time was great. I'm like, how are they going to top this? And they're like, we're bringing 500 people to watch it. It's been great. They're all for you. Okay. Anyway, but this morning was wonderful. Melanie, Wendy, Jen on the boat, and I'm sorry you got a little wet, but you got the full experience of being on the canal, which was wonderful. And then Aaron jumped in and helped us teach. I think it was like 75 kids and probably 75 adults, yes. Right? You have a really engaged community here, and the parents all came with the kids, which is wonderful. So I think we had most people on this boat than we've ever had before. So that was awesome. So I want to give a big shout out to our crew who you see standing here around you. We would not be here if it weren't for the crew who built this boat and are still with us today, bringing it back to Buffalo. So big hand for these guys. And as you know, we made it from Buffalo all the way down to New York City last year. We kept the boat in Waterford over the winter, and now we are heading back to Buffalo for the Back to Buffalo tour. And I just want to point out that Buffalo is known as the city of good neighbors. And the Erie Canal has helped us extend that neighborhood so that you are now a part of that. You are all essentially Buffalonians here, okay? Today, I know that you're very proud Baldwinsvillians. Is that how let's call you that, okay. But no, we would encourage you to come back with us to Buffalo, to visit Buffalo, and to see the city that we once were and what we are going to become. And this project is an example of what we can do. And I heard the theme through all of you today about community coming together. And you see here today what can happen when people get together for a common cause. And if you've not been on the boat before, you're in for a treat. And if you've been on the boat before, you're definitely in for a better treat, right? Because you're going to be able to see it again. You're going to see the birch bark canoe that is now finished. You're going to see the tools that we once used back in the day. You're going to smell the wood that is still fresh after, people ask us how old this boat is. And I'm like, well, it's about maybe a year. No, actually, it's like 9 months old. Because we took 5 years to build this, and the day before we left for the bicentennial voyage, we had finished the construction. So we're bringing it back because our people in Buffalo need to see this boat. They haven't seen it yet. They've seen the outside, but they haven't gotten the experience. So you're getting a first-hand experience of what it's going to be like to step back in time on this boat. So the boat is called the Seneca Chief, and thank you for giving a shout-out to the indigenous community, the Haudenosaunee, who we are including in the story of the Erie Canal. And you cannot separate them anymore, right? So we are telling the story, they are included, and you're going to learn a little bit more about their culture with that. Last year we planted white pine trees all along the way, and we gathered water all the way to New York City, and we watered the last tree in New York City with water from Baldwinsville. And we're going to do the same thing. We're gathering water here, and we're going all the way back home, just like DeWitt Clinton did when he poured the water in the ocean for the Wedding of the Waters, brought it all the way back, not him, but they brought it all the way back to Buffalo to dump the water in Lake Erie. We're doing the same. We're going to water our trees. So it's really special to be here. So thank you very much. I want to give you some little housekeeping tips. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to open this up for people. We're asking, this year's a little bit different. You're going to get a boarding pass, which is a really cool thing. It's called a waiver, okay? And our insurance company was like, wow, you did that trip. You're very lucky. So what we're going to do, there's a QR code right here. We'll be helping you scan this. It takes about 2 seconds. And the cool thing is that you can stay in touch with us. There's one of the questions that says, hey, do you want to be involved in hearing about this? And you could say, yeah, keep us in touch. So we're going to be doing that. So at this point, I think we're gonna open it up. Aaron, what do you think?
Sounds good to me.
All right, the weather is going to be here. The music's going to be starting a bit. Have a great evening. And thank you again, Baldwinsville.
Signed our waivers, are going aboard. Oh God, it's a little, I know. I didn't expect it to move. make it?
Yeah. And to get my sea legs on that little.
It's a little bit rocking. It's rocking.
And rolling. And you are swinging. And you're just aiming for his right arm. And if he was a real person, he would catch it as long as the rope would not hit the land. So you're just looking to get it over to Jimmy.
Yeah, I can't.
Right hand down.
Pick my name. Yeah.
Let me tell you, nobody in my family can do that. You're going to be the first to prove it.
Okay, I asked this question.
I work for the Maritime Center. I'm on day 8 of my 8 sets of clothes.
So can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Hi.
That I asked somebody else last
You're
fall.
aiming for
Okay.
arm, not
Why
hand.
with the stern and the bow decks both so severe?
I think partly for visibility, so that the
Got him in the chest. If that was a human, you would have knocked him over. Sorry, little Jimmy.
Poor little Jimmy.
It wasn't intentional.
No, look, he's still smiling, Mom. You're
Yeah,
good.
exactly. He's not been fired yet. Your turn. I'm okay. Let the whole thing go. Make a fist. All right. The guys.
we had about 70. Yeah. Oh yeah. And
He's still smiling, like you said. He will not be fired because you got to the ground.
Last year
So
we
he can
had
go
about,
pick it up. Let him bend over and pick it up.
Your keep, little Jimmy.
We were probably
And he would have been 8
probably
to 10 years old, and young girls did the same. And they were in charge of taking care of the livestock, the horses and mules that were pulling. And they're pulling at 4 miles an hour. And that's why it was like 15 miles on the Erie Canal. I was like, that's...
And you're welcome to go up on top of the boat.
Yeah. Want to try again?
Here is the aft deck. This would have been the tiller to help steer into
Don't worry
the
about this
main
hand. Worry about this hand. Let go.
Entirely?
Yes. And just wing the whole
I'm
thing
losing
up.
my knot.
Aim high. Like have it fling over him. Aim high. Everything you do. Oh! That was a wide right, you know?
Guess how well I get in sports.
Well, what was it you were saying about your family?
Nobody in my family can throw.
Well, obviously, you need to come back every day and practice.
Yeah, definitely.
I already hit record, so you can just point it in our general.
Oh, okay. So this is a video.
Yeah. You can say, I'll just.
Well, welcome to the Seneca Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the boat that powers the Seneca Chief is tied up to this boat and is the C.L. Churchill.
It looks pretty powerful.
It's a great boat.
We just changed the engine in it. It originally was built with a steam engine, and that lasted about 2 years, and then they changed it to a diesel engine. And we just changed the diesel engine in it that was in 1964 with a new one.
Wait, and that was fine since '64?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was, the only reason we changed it was that it was just so smoky, and we were worried it wouldn't make it all the way to New York City last year.
Oh, man.
I mean, that is a decent trip.
Yeah, we were so worried that like maybe something would go wrong and we couldn't risk it. So if we weren't trying to make that trip, we probably would have kept it in and we would have been okay with it. But yeah, it's got a brand new engine and a brand new propeller and all that. When we put it in this year, it took about 6 days before it could float.
I'll bet the horns are very, very loud.
They are. If you're up here when they are blowing off, it makes you jump.
Yeah, look at the view of this canal.
Oh, that's one of
That is gorgeous.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to be a restless sleeper.
Yeah. I think you would probably get used to it. I would hope. Maybe that's what the ropes are for, to keep you from toppling up. These cute little windows. Bunk.
Hello. You're in the crew's quarters. This is where the crew of 4 or 5 would have slept. Frequently the boats were run by families, and this would have been your home. In the summer months, everything was done here. This is where the cooking was done. And in the winter months, when the canal was dried out, the families frequently just lived aboard the boat. So this was the living room, and the kitchen, and the bathroom, and whatever, because they had a bathroom. And so there wouldn't have been a doorway there. That's the cargo hold area before it.
Cool.
There wouldn't have been a doorway, so it would have been a
This would have been a solid wall, and beyond that is the passenger area where the 30-some passengers would have stayed.
Hey, nice feet. Look, the tin smell.
I know, I saw it. Yeah, it must have gotten hot, if anything.
I can't even imagine cooking with this on an 80-degree day.
Yeah, with this
for
completely,
35 people, for 30 people.
with this closed off.
Yeah, this is very I can't imagine sleeping this closely with a family.
No. Oh, Mom was saying that she's like, well, I hope you wouldn't be somebody that was really restless.
Yeah,
It's at night, restless sleeper, just thunk. Oh, those are gorgeous. So pretty.
Yeah, and see all the residents. So it's real residents. That makes it very durable for both ends.
Part of the boat that's called a
Very
keel,
sturdy.
so structural member. That the keel is oak, so that's right. Running
Heavy.
long rise at the bottom of the boat. That's the thing that goes down first. It's called laying a keel, and that's when the boat build actually starts.
The reason it's here was on the original voyage in 1825. DeWitt Clinton wanted to bring some artifacts from the indigenous folks who lived out west in Minnesota. Among other things, we know he brought moccasins, and he brought a birch bark canoe. So we've built a canoe that would have replicated the canoe that he likely brought.
That is so neat.
Started way back
Centuries.
That's a lot of bunks. That's beautiful. These are actually people that were on the canal.
Junior.
Awesome.
That's funny. I know, that's the first one I saw. I was like, oh my God. What's my name doing here? That is great. It should say Lucy Harris. That'd be really fun. But you're not Caroline. No, I know. Of course, it's not for Lucy.
Great flower.
I'm excited by how many abolitionists there were. Yeah, that's really great.
So when you folks travel on this boat, you sleep in these
Yeah, we sleep on the bunks. I don't like the bunks because I can't get in the bunk, so I sleep here.
But the important question is,
We don't like
And he said they do sleep on these? Wow, I would have thought they would have slept on the tugboat. I didn't realize they slept in these bunks. Very hardcore.
And a few notes in like the lock journal.
Oh, okay.
So we understood that it was about.
I can't stop showing the ceiling because it's so pretty. I lift it. It's really heavy.
Heavier than
Oh, gosh.
They don't make them like that anymore.
They sure don't.
on the first moonwalk for the camera.
A 19th century shipping container.
I mean, okay, that's straight up.
You can buy this stuff at Lowe's. And
Really?
It's Western Red Cedar tongue and groove paneling, but it does replicate what they would have used.
Yeah, because this is way prettier than anything
Yeah, but
I've seen.
they actually sell it there, and it's not all that expensive.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Now I'm just gonna make myself a boat.
Yeah. Build the boat.
I heard I'm supposed to look at the transom. Oh my gosh! He made that?
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a very beautiful project. Lots of artwork, lots of skill, lots of just amazing talent.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
How you doing?
The oak that we have is the framing on the boat, and so you can pick your own piece. You're going to slide it on here, and then this slides onto the iron, and you're going to hold this down.
Cool.
Stamp your own bookmark.
Do it.
So you get to pick your own. Inspired by the penny press. I don't know.
Yes, I love those.
I did too. I told everyone, I'm like, I used to go to the zoo, and even after all of the animals, I like left just being so enamored by the penny press.
Every time. Okay.
So pick your own piece.
It's definitely this one.
Okay, yeah, that's beautiful.
And you're gonna put it in here against the red, the top and the right, so against the red. So slide it all the way up. Perfect. And then you're gonna slide this on here.
Okay. Whoops, it slid.
There you go.
With the emphasis on sliding.
Nice. And then we're gonna hold this down for...
Oh yeah, it is lined up. Okay.
Let's hold it down for 3 Mississippi and see what it looks like.
Okay. Okay.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then lift. And then you're gonna slide this out. Cool. And you can also stamp the back if you want. And if you want to hold longer or less, you're more than welcome.
Well, I just have to.
You gotta, you know. It looks a little dark, so maybe go a little bit less time.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And I'll hold this down. Okay. Alright, so go for it.
Okay. 1 Mississippi, 2
Mississippi. Alright, try that.
Oh, that's perfect.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
And then the front is hot, but you can grab it from the edges.
Okay. Cool.
So next time you see us, you can come back and tell us you have a part of the boat.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. And then I just hold this. The reason I do that is because if you don't stamp it for long enough and you want to go down again, I'm holding it in the same spot then. So it doesn't stick to it.
Sounds to me.
All right.
You have 1.5?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, look at it, Mom.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
So are you going to do the backside?
No, because look at it. It's decorative.
Oh, it's so perfect. Yours kicked mine's butt.
Yours is really nice too.
It is. It's beautiful. It's a little toastier than yours, but yeah.
Mine's like one of your marshmallows.
Yeah.
And yours is like one of my marshmallows.
I have this thing about marshmallows. They need to be toasted golden brown and not burned. So
She takes like 15 minutes for me.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Mom. Thanks for coming along with us to see the Seneca Chief again. Got our merch. Got Ken a hat. The shirt model over here. That was really, really cool. Oh, I'm so glad we got to come. I don't know, might try to scoot to their other stops. If they're in your town, go see it. It's so neat. It's just like a really, really beautiful work of art that they've made here. It's just so cool to be able to see in real life. Well, hope you had a good time. If you liked it, please click like. And if you want to come along to more, hit subscribe. We're kind of fun. We're kind of likable. Sometimes we will see you on our next road trip. Bye!